there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking Love and Marriage DC. Today we're talking about the viral clip of the reunion and, DJ Quick standing up, about to be about it. Against Clifton, and out of nowhere, Carlos King immediately stands up, and immediately production and security are on set. They're going back and forth. Clifton eventually gets up, and DJ Quick is like, Google my net worth and all this stuff, and then his wife Ashley comes into the mix, and then Carlos goes over to talk to her. And the entire time I was thinking to myself, we never see this from Martel. All of that gets edited out on the cutting room floor. And again, this just speaks to Carlos King's toxic work environment, number one. This speaks to the favoritism, number two, because clearly he doesn't care whether or not Ashley and her husband, DJ Quick, decide to come back to the show or not, right? Because if he did, I bet you that whole segment would have been cut out and left on the cutting room floor. Just like Martel's outbursts are left on the cutting room floor. Remember, not this last reunion, but a previous reunion where it was rumored that Martel went ape bleep on, I believe it was Mel's makeup artist, allegedly. And they came back and it looked like Carlos King was crying, but he tried to frame it as though he was crying on behalf of Mel and Tel, not getting back together. But I called cap. It clearly was a violent outburst, allegedly, from Martel that they were trying to keep on the cutting room floor. And my question is this, right? If you want the show to be love and hip hop, can you just say that? But can you at least pay these people? Like, at least the people at Love and Hip Hop were making more money. At least Mona Scott was throwing some coins their way. I mean, all of this for pennies, I just don't understand it. But more importantly, what happened to the purpose of these shows? What happened to the premise of these shows and showing Black excellence? How is it that for every single Carlos King show right now, there are a specific type of Black men that he likes to cast? Most of them, for the most part, there are a couple decent people here and there, but for the most part, the rest are trifling. The rest are alleged cheaters, alleged abusers, very, controlling, has no problem getting sassy and getting into arguments with women and getting in their face and stuff and instigating foolery and all of the things and carrying through any type of fake storyline that is going to guarantee them camera time, right? And then the flip side is there is always one successful Black woman that Carlos King cannot handle and makes it a point to make their life a living bleep. We saw it with Candy Burst when he was employed at Bravo on Real Housewives of Atlanta. We have been seeing it for quite some time now, for several seasons now, against Melody Cherie Rogers. And then they amped it up this past season on Bell Collective, you guys. And we can argue, a few people on Love and Marriage DC, that this isolation business is taking place, right? Or certain people are being encouraged to be screamed at. And that's not okay. That is not what reality TV is supposed to be, right? Reality TV is supposed to be real. And it's not about, trying to put out these false narratives, and you've gone down the rabbit hole of so many fake storylines that the people who are actually trying to tell their real lives are frustrated, and now they're getting out of pocket, right? Or the people who are frustrated that they're trying to have their real life exposed,
But they think by having an outburst as a deflection that is going to make them look innocent, but it just makes them look guilty. But Carlos King's non-reaction to certain people on Love and Marriage Huntsville and the immediate reaction on Love and Marriage DC should tell you what this is. And I find it interesting that security is freely available at Love and Marriage DC. Meanwhile, Melody Cherie Rogers has to pay for her own security, her own therapist to be on set, right? And, you know, in the event they try to, you know, ambush her ex-husband on her, right? And which they tried to do with that Valentine's Day event that Stormy had, right? But it just, I just don't know where we go from here, you guys. Because it's clear as day that no matter how much Carlos King gets dragged, no matter how much people say, hey, we're going to not watch the show anymore, we're going to black out all of your shows, Carlos doesn't care. And Carlos King has said as much that he didn't care. That he was going to talk about whatever he wanted to talk about as a blogger, which is Bravo. And, you know, he's only going to care about these other shows whenever they air or whenever he needs the star of the show to do promo. But outside of that, it is crickets. Outside of that, it is the mute challenge, you guys. And it's very unfortunate because you could have utilized this rebirth at the O Network to really make some good quality television, right? You could have used this opportunity to really make some rewarding television where fans were going to, you know, come and tune in and try to see, you know, a really positive lifestyle, real black excellence, real black money, and multi-millionaires really trying to make a difference in the community. But instead, it is back and forth on who cheated on who, what love triangle is with whom, and whose ex can come in and shake the table, and what fake new relationship can we bring on to try to make an ex jealous. Like, it is the same song and dance and buffoonery on all of the shows at this point, and it's like, can we get anything else that is original, right? Like with this throuple storyline now with Joy Clifton and Carmen, right? And like I said previously, they tried to do this on Bell Collective, right? With trying to insert Selena into Latrice's marriage, and everybody's all good. Like, it's just too much. And we're doing it again this season on Love and Marriage Huntsville. They brought in Sonny and Moses to bring back Destiny to try, I guess, to set it off, which I don't even understand, of all things, right? I would have rather had LeBaric back, but that's me. But nonetheless, we're having that. And then there's allegedly from the other new couple, apparently one of them is an ex of somebody else from the cast that they're going to try to bring in, I guess, to kind of cause some type of chaos or controversy. None of this is original, you guys. None of this is original. I don't understand Carlos King's fascination with violence, number one. Fascination with quote-unquote love triangles, or trying to tear up the black family, you know, and specifically have certain black women on these platforms be humiliated and demoralized. Like, I just don't understand, at what point does it stop? At what point do we change the direction and change the narrative of the show, right? Because it's getting old, it's getting stale, and really, at this point, if Carlos King doesn't want to change, then he can't be upset if his shows get canceled, right? Because if you're telling us, hey, I'm not going to do anything, I'm going to keep Martell for as long as I feel like it, why should we tune in? If you're going to, you know, promote violence on your shows, why should people tune in? This isn't the Zeus Network. This isn't Love and Hip Hop, but you desperately want it to be, but you're not paying them the wages to even justify any of this behavior. It is giving, that Carlos King, it's giving, hey, I won't get my paycheck if I turn up, right? If I don't turn up enough, right? Like, it's very wild to me. It is absolutely wild to me, just the links that are taking place right now. to make fetch happen with these shows, and it's really the push of the fake storylines. It's the push of the violence. It's the push of the misogyny. It's the push of the disrespect to the black women. It is the push of the isolation of one cast member in hopes that they get so frustrated and upset that they just want to quit the show altogether. It is all of these things, you guys, and enough is enough. Enough is enough. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.